Welcome. Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques,
Hulk!
Jacques.
Hulk!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
What's
Hello,
up,
hello.
everybody?
What's going
Welcome,
down, folks?
welcome.
Welcome to the sit down.
Yes, the sit
Welcome.
down, definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Definitely. We
sir.
will we will have a live show next week.
Yep.
Getting ready for because technically the season starts for us on that Monday, so we will definitely have a treat for you guys. But we wanted to do it a little different and bring you a recorded show. So
Yep.
sit back, eat your chips, popcorn, and enjoy.
Exactly. I know it's been a few weeks since you guys have seen us, man. Hey, we getting ready for the season, man. And in life, just busy with life, man. We're getting things done and getting things ready. So,
Right.
so be prepared for the season, man. We got some things cooking up, man, for every week. Be ready. Be
Right.
ready. Be ready.
Right.
And
Right.
I know I've been saying for the longest that we probably will have a skip season, or at least it'll be going down probably in the spring. But looks like everything is on the go. So
Right.
it's showtime, bro. It's go
Showtime.
time for real, man. For
Definitely.
real,
Definitely.
for
Definitely.
real.
Definitely. So we're gonna be riding off that high from last year, man. So we got to get ready and get prepared and get focused, man. But
Yes, sir.
like you said, man, season starting on time.
Yep.
We'll just see how it goes. I know I heard the Big Ten is talking about reconsidering starting up their league. So
Right.
hey, shout out to them. Do your thing, but we coming, man. And in game one, no fans and
Yep.
everything like that. So it's gonna be something different.
That's right. That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we appreciate you guys tuning in to the show. Again, this is the sit down. So it's an opportunity, as Jacques said, for you to sit down and watch the show. We have a lot of content that we're going to cover, man. So much going on in the NFL and even with the Titans. Again, the Titans are in the news. And look, man, we got to bring it, man. We're about to bring it. We're going to discuss a lot of things as we always do. So welcome. Take your seat. Get your couch ready. And let's
Yes,
get at
sir.
it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. So,
Let's get it.
Jacques.
Yes, sir.
The Jadeveon Clowney, man, situation, bro. Okay. I think the NFL is even tired of it. I think Roger Goodell's like, bro, can you sign with somebody, dude? Like,
Right.
please, please.
Right.
So Jadeveon Clowney is still unsigned. And, we only got a week left before the season starts. He hasn't been in any camp or anything. Us, the Saints, I've heard the Seahawks want to re-sign him. I've heard the Carolina Panthers, his hometown team, is there, trying to pull some strings as well, too. So all season, we've talked about the Jadeveon Clowney meter as far as the percentage of us thinking of, us signing Jadeveon Clowney. And, and the sources are saying that it's really down to two teams, us and the New Orleans Saints. So, man, how's that changed for you? How do you feel? What's your confidence level right now with Jadeveon Clowney? I mean, just how do you feel about this, bro? Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man.
So how do I feel, Hawk?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm annoyed. First off,
Okay.
um, man, the ball's in his court, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dog, damn near every team done offer them something. Somehow, like Cleveland offered him like three contracts or three offers, and he denied them. He didn't want them.
Yep.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the Saints originally offered him something as well, and he didn't take it.
Yep.
The variable just announced just a few hours ago that the Titans have an offer on the table for him. They've been in contact with his agent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's breaking news. But my percentage on it, man, at this point, man, let me say this. The way that the Saints are pushing for him, they're putting all their pieces in the table for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Titans and how John Robinson and them operate is they sit back and they wait. They sit back, we're going to give it time, we're going to wait. The Saints are sending representatives down there to try to sign them. I'm getting reports that the Saints is the leading team. I've heard reports that the Titans are the leading team. So right now, I am over it. If I got to put a percentage on it, it's going down. I'm at 50-50 right now. 50% that he'll get assigned with us or the Saints. At this point, the Titans are doing a good job of just preparing for him without him. My thing that scares me about Clowney at this point of the season is he hasn't played football. He hasn't been in nobody's training camp. He hasn't practiced. We don't know his health. He hasn't been brought in to get healthy. This might be a ploy for him to heal up. He might not be healthy. This is something where he's might buying his time to be like, okay, I'm going to buy my time. Then I'm going to heal up and we're good to go. But for right now, man, what scares me is if we bring him in, is he going to be another Vic Beasley? Is he going to get hurt? Yeah, I mean, does he have the virus? You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, man. So that's my opinion. I mean, how you feel about it, bro?
Well, I'm going to do this right now, right? So the thing is, man, like, you know, I had a very high probability of us signing him. You know, I was in the 80%, 90% range for the longest time. But I'm telling you, man, my confidence level, bro, right now has taken a dramatic drop. Man, I'm right now at about 40%, bro. Like from 90 to 40 within a few weeks. And here's the reason I say this. Jadeveon Clowney lives in Houston, Texas. New Orleans is only like a few hours away from Houston, right? Okay. You know, New Orleans is an attractive place. So is Nashville. Don't get me wrong, right? But he doesn't have to, you know, he doesn't have to go far if he goes to New Orleans. He's not that far from home. New Orleans will have more TV games than us, right? They're a primetime team at the moment. I still think it probably would be easier to be in the AFC to get to the playoffs than it would be in the NFC, especially even in the NFC South. But I think that New Orleans gives him something that a lot of teams can't give him. One is location. Two is that notoriety. Because Jadeveon Clowney is all about name right now, right? His name is bigger than his production. And so I was very confident. But New Orleans is pitching everything to him right now, man. They're now in Houston. It's just a short drive away, right? We got to fly everybody down there and everything like that, right? And so our drive to New Orleans that's about a 7 to 8 hour drive. So to Jadeveon, he's probably like, look, man, I can be in New Orleans, may eat some of this gumbo. I can kick it, in the city, go to the French Quarters and do my thing. And so that's an attractive thing, the fact that it's so close and the fact that you're going to be on primetime television a lot more than he was with the Texans and even more with the Titans. So I have decreased to the point, like you said, I'm just kind of like over it, man. Like we just have to – I hate the fact that we're not getting anything for Jarrell Casey. That's my biggest problem. At least match that, right? But, right now my confidence level is very low right now. So, man.
Good point on Casey, man. Good point on Casey.
Yes, sir.
So, Hawk, we talked about the Clowney situation. We know we going past that. Titans have a game on Monday Night Football, Monday the 14th, okay?
Yep.
We know the rookies haven't had a preseason to practice or to get ready for their NFL game. So, technically, this is going to be their first NFL game, okay?
Right. Yep.
How confident, how do you feel about the rookies being prepared for their first NFL game ever? Are the rookies prepared?
So, not to be a Debbie Downer Titans fans, and we're not here to just always just say, yay, Titans, they just do everything right? I'm going to answer that question. No, they're not prepared. No. Isaiah Wilson in camp right now, they're saying is struggling. Usually every year I go to camp. I go to their camps and I can see them. Can't now because of the virus. But, from sources that I've heard, Isaiah Wilson is very out of shape. Now, if you guys go back a few shows when we drafted him, and even up to a certain point, given the virus and things, I think Isaiah Wilson, his struggle is going to be him being in shape.
Yep.
You can't be that huge.
No paper.
Right? Exactly. He might be the biggest guy in the NFL. He's massive. And so, I knew he would have a struggle early in being in shape. So I think early, he's not going to have any impact. So hopefully, Taylor Lewan and Dennis Kelly can be healthy so where he's not forced to play. Because I think we would be in trouble right now as of today. Darrington Evans has just come back yesterday from being hurt. So did Christian Fulton. They've been out for a while dealing with injuries. Hey, you can't always say, injuries are sort of out of your control at times, right? So, but the question is, are they prepared? No, they're not. They might be forced to play. I think Fulton will be forced to play. It depends if he's ready. But, hey, we have a lot of DBs out there, too. We're signing running backs and DBs, so that lets me know they're not ready yet. Even Cole McDonald, he got cut. He was like the first player to get cut in the NFL as a rookie. Like his second day, he flew from Hawaii to the Titans. He got cut. He's on no one's team right now. And I haven't heard much about Larrell Murchison. So, no, they're not. What about for you, sir?
I agree, man. I told you, when you can go back a couple of shows when we actually did a live show, I said this. I said every rookie in the NFL today that got drafted in this draft is not going to be prepared because of what's going on with the virus and everything. Matter of fact, their rookie season is going to be next year. Now, people, that may sound weird when I say that. What I mean is you have a whole year to prepare. You have training camp, you have mini camp, you have rookie mini camp, you have mini camp, you have training camp. Then you go through the preseason. You play your games, you make your mistakes, you learn the playbook, right?
Yep.
Mentally, their problem is they have to be mentally prepared. Yes, you can be mentally prepared, but when game speed and the NFL is faster and you're getting ready to play, you're not going to be prepared. So, no, they're not going to be prepared. Matter of fact, I don't even trust them to be starters. Now, go back to your point with Christian Fulton. Christian Fulton will get put in there in a minimal level, right? Because you already have Adore, you have Butler, and you have Joseph, right?
Right. Yep.
So with Joseph, with those three, we're fine. We're good. We cool. We still got our safeties. We can play a 3-safety set. You can bring Hooker down, and he can play in the slot if he wants to. But right now, I don't trust it. You can put him on special teams to get used to the speed. Him, you can put Murchison on there as well. It don't matter. Everton. Now, I've heard good things about Chris Jackson, the 7th-round pick.
Yes, right.
I've heard real good things about him. So maybe you can throw him in there to see where his head is at. But like you said, they're hurt. And it's just almost people, it's like this season is going to almost be and I'm trying to word this right, a continuation of last season. Like if you do 2020, it's like 2019, 2020, 2019. So you're going to kind of see the same production from the same players minus the rookies, right?
Yep.
And it's going to be hard this year to pick a rookie of the year because, I mean, who's really – maybe a running back can show out because it's really not too much just thinking to do as a running back. Yes, you have to got your assignments, you got this. But, I mean, hit the hole and go, right?
Right.
But with that, are rookies prepared? No. Big Panda, you called it. You said he was going to be out of shape. He's out of shape. I mean, Teron Davenport called it. He said it. He reported it. He's out of shape, literally. Yep. So, when it comes to game speed, son, are you ready?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, they're not prepared.
No.
It kind of sucks because there's a lot of talented rookies out there, but just to get for them to really showcase their talent, I think it's going to really have to wait till next year.
Agreed, man. Agreed. So Jacques, what I want to do, man, real quick, man, is to let our fans here know and our subscribers as well. I don't know if you guys out there look at FeedSpot, but we were just recently nominated as a top 10 podcast for the Titans on the popular blog called FeedSpot. We were number 2 out of 10. So wanted to highlight that as well. Did not want to forget to mention that, man. We're very excited about that. Again, we appreciate you guys, with watching our show, things of that nature. And it's a content driven metric that they look at. It's several people that look at it, and they felt that we were only behind the Tennessee Titans themselves. So we're just really proud of that, man. We just want to thank everybody as well. I want to make sure that I mention that, man.
Right, man. Shout out to FeedSpot, man. Like you said, it was shocking. I was like, whoa, okay, this is pretty dope. So shout out to them guys for doing their homework, and we really appreciate it, man. We humble. Sure do. I mean, we here to bring the audience content. This is what we like to do, and we're going to keep it coming.
That's right, man. That's right. So, Jacques, man, our backup quarterback situation, which, we have mentioned probably of the top 3 issues we have going into the season, that's one thing we always bring up is our backup quarterback situation. Now we have Trevor Siemian, right? So how do you feel about our backup quarterback situation? How do you feel about it, man?
Well, last year, man, we had the best backup situation in the league ever, literally.
Yes.
You had 2 starters as quarterbacks. This year, we have a true backup in Trevor Siemian. I mean, he's played some games with Denver. He started some games. I mean, maybe he've won a couple of games, but just hope Tannehill don't go down, because if Tannehill go down, they're gonna have to get real creative. Yep. I'm not gonna say the season's done, but you're gonna have to get creative. You're gonna have to get real creative with what you have to work with. I'm more confident about it than when we had Colt McDonald. I mean, I like the young man, but he just has a lot of work to do. Woodside, man, this is why it's important to see preseason, because I would have loved to see how Woodside has progressed, because I've heard good things about him, but you really, really don't know. So my confidence level, I mean, it's Trevor Siemian. He's a backup. I mean, if Tannehill goes down, he has NFL starts. I'm fine with it. So, but does that mean we're going to the playoffs? No. But, I mean, they're going to have to get creative. What about you, man?
Man, dude, I say the same exact thing, man. I am concerned on the fact that I don't really know what's going on in camp. That's where this big void is, right? I can't really just see how well he's done. Now, I give Simeon credit; he does have a lot of NFL experience to be a player who I don't think he was even drafted, or if so, he was drafted very, very late, and even played a few games with the New York Jets last year. So he has experience. So that's what he has over Logan Woodside, as to why I feel at least he has that for himself. But I think if preferably, Ryan Tannehill doesn't go down, who Ryan Tannehill is unbelievably underrated. People still don't talk about him even as a top 20 quarterback, which is insane. Right. But I would say if Tannehill goes down and we bring in Trevor Siemian, we better have another backup plan somewhere else, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not so confident because, again, I don't know yet because we ain't seen anything. But, I feel better than where we were a few weeks ago prior to signing him. So I would say at least that from a positive standpoint, I'm a little bit more confident than just having just him and Tannehill, Logan Woodside, and Cole McDonald. I'd rather have him than say Cole McDonald at this point. So,
I agree.
Yeah, man. Yep.
So, Hawk, we know cuts are coming.
Yes.
Not going to be traditional. I mean, we usually go in there with, a 90-man roster, and it progressively gets cut.
Right.
So, cuts coming up. We've cut Cole McDonald. We've cut a couple of players. Who you think will be the surprise cut for the Titans?
Woo! I'm on the hot seat on this one, y'all. Y'all might not even believe me, man. I would tell you who I feel is on the cutting block, and he wears number 44. And I'm not talking about Kamala Correa. I'm not talking about him because he now wears number 40. I'm talking about Victor Ramon Beasley. I do feel he's on the hot seat. I do feel that would be a huge surprise cut, right? There's other players I feel like will make the team, right? We have our main pieces. Even from a depth standpoint, I think that's actually a weakness of our team. I don't think there's a whole lot of people that's threatening starters per se, right? So that's when you usually see a cut. Like, somebody that could be a young guy that's going to be a backup to somebody that's been an 8-year veteran. Then they'll probably cut the veteran. But I don't really see that with the Titans, right? Christian Fulton could probably compete with some people, but Christian Fulton's been hurt. So I think, Malcolm Butler and those guys are safe, at least for right now. But I definitely think Vic Beasley, it could be my surprise cut. I do think, Sports Illustrated had a story about him just 2 days ago saying how he has gotten better over the past few days. So that's a good sign. But I do feel if Vic Beasley's not putting in his best work on that 1-year big deal he's got, he'll get cut. Vic Beasley, yes. What about for you, sir?
Me too. The words right out of my mouth. I say same thing. Literally, Vic. I mean, just how the whole drama has played out with Vic and how he's literally not showed up to camp, didn't communicate. Now he's on the unable to perform list. I mean, no, man. It to save money, and if you want to save more cap space to sign more players next year, we got $20 million sitting on the table, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm saying Vic, literally Victor Beasley. Like you're getting. That's my surprise cut, dog. Like literally. So for me.
Yep. I totally agree. Totally agree, sir. So speaking of Vic Beasley, what is your impressions on Vic Beasley? At least up to this point, man. I mean, he's signed a big deal, the 1-year deal. What do you think, man?
Man, I had hope. I had hope that he was gonna come in, at least perform, at least take some of that pressure off of Harold Landry. But, I mean, he's not even on the field. So I can't really say nothing. I really can't be like, okay, I'm impressed here, I'm impressed there. I see why Falcons got rid of you, man. And literally, if what you're doing here can affect you everywhere else where you're trying to get signed. Yeah, if somebody goes down, they need an outside linebacker, they'll sign him, right? But they're not finna rush to sign Vic Beasley, if you kind of follow what I'm saying. So,
yes, sir.
For me, with Vic, like we just iterated prior, I mean, he's a prime candidate to get cut and to save money. I mean, we signed you to a 1-year deal, and that 1-year deal, the clock is ticking. Matter of fact, when you sign that, when you take that pen and you sign it, that paper, the clock starts there, especially if it's a 1-year deal. It's a multi-year deal, then you're fine. 1-year deal, you're supposed to come in camp. You're supposed to be making plays. You're supposed to be getting ready for a training camp, then preseason, then you coming in day one. Hey, this is your year. You're playing for your contract. Even if we get rid of you, you're
Facts. No paper.
You're paying for 30. You're playing for 31 other teams to pick you up if you do get cut by the Titans. Now, what that's doing now, if I get on the phone, I'm a GM. I'm like, hey, John, what do you think about Vic? Well, he don't communicate. One.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he showed up at camp late. All right, we understand the situation. We get that. But also, he's not out here performing. So we didn't really get no stock out of him. We didn't get no performance, no nothing out of him. So I wouldn't take no chance on him. But you have a good day. Bye. Click, right?
Yes.
That's a conversation, man. So what about you?
Man, I'm going to tell you, man, I've so far, again, up till the day I heard about this was on Sports Illustrated, I had low confidence in Vic Beasley. Again, reporting late, as you mentioned, communication issues. And, the fact that he signed this big deal and the fact that we might not get Jadeveon Clowney, the pressure is going to be on Vic Beasley. Is he ready to handle that pressure? And right now I can say, no, he's not. He's not ready for it right now. And I think the offensive lineman of whoever we face could address that, especially if we don't get Clowney. I mean, I think it's going to make it easier for the offensive line if Vic Beasley is our main focus at defensive end. So other players like Jeffrey Simmons, Daquan Jones, Correa, those guys are going to have to really play huge. Derek Robertson, those guys, right? Robertson, and even Nate Davis on the offensive line, they've been dealing with some injuries. But I will say, man, for right now, Vic Beasley has some work to do. He has trust that he needs to build within the team and with the fans. He's being paid. He can't complain because we're giving you a nice deal that no one else will sign you to. We're giving it to you, man. So he's still a very young guy. He was a top 10 pick in 2015. He's only 24 years old. So it's an opportunity for him to sort of rectify and correct his career. It's on him, man. It's on you, Vic Beasley. It's on you, man. Right, it really is.
Right, yep. Right. So, Hawk, we know training camp is happening. And, every training camp, you always have that one player that surprises you that's killing it in training camp. They're the buzz. The news is coming back. Hey, this player's doing this player's that. Give me one player that has surprised you from what you're able to hear about on the news, because of course we're not able to really see training camp.
Yes.
You got to read blogs and you got to look at Instagram posts from the Titans and Jim Wyatt and all them.
Right.
What player has surprised you the most in training camp?
Well, from a virtual standpoint, I've been watching them live via Facebook, via Twitter. We've even posted some of the camp stuff even on our Instagram. From who I've seen that's done very well, I'm going to say two players. One is number 14, Khalif Raymond. Khalif Raymond is showing out, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And we know, and even knew going into it, that he has an opportunity to be a big playmaker for us because he's one of the only players that we have that can threaten you downfield deep because of his speed. Khalif Raymond is having people doing the cha-cha slide, covering him, right? They're literally doing this, not knowing where he's at because, one, he's small, and second, he's fast. And what I really like about Khalif Raymond, he can catch the football. He's small, but that guy can catch the ball. So Khalif Raymond, right now, man, he's turning heads right now. I'm really proud of how well he's playing. And another guy of late who I would still possibly consider a cut possibility is Corey Davis. Corey Davis has been stepping up as well in camp from him coming back from his injury. I thought he'd be out for a bit longer, but he's back. He's balling. Corey Davis is turning heads right now. He's really trying to take command of the offense. So those two players. What about for you, man?
So for me, of course, you took the words out of my mouth with Khalif. I mean, Khalif has come in. He built off what he started when he was in training camp last year. To come from what I think he was a 7th-round pick or undrafted, one of them.
Undrafted, yep.
Undrafted to come through and do what you did, and he made plays in the playoffs, man. I mean that catch and that he made Humphries do the turnaround. That was dope, right?
Yep.
So for you to come in training camp and carry that momentum in the training camp, young man, you're doing something that I always complain about that a lot of the Titans players wasn't doing in years past is consistency. And I seen this kid play in the preseason. And I told you, I said, Khalif can catch anything. And what really impressed me about Khalif, and it goes back to the preseason game we had last year, is when he caught the ball and got smacked and held onto the ball, it was amazing. I said, okay, this kid is here to stay. So you just got to put him in the right situation and use him right. And what they're doing is they're using him right. And I said, okay, he's our downfield threat that he can almost be like our Tyreek Hill or something, like, because people got to respect his speed. And what that does is you got to focus on Khalif. Now you got to look at Corey, and you got to look at AJ, and you got to look at Humphries, right? So it's amazing to see, because now you understand now why they didn't sign Tajay Sharp. It justifies why. Like we went back and said earlier about the Jadeveon Clowney, Vic Beasley, Casey situation, right? You cut Casey for a 7th-round pick, but also you got to make up for that productivity that Casey has up here.
Right.
Same way with Tajay. You got to make up for Tajay's productivity. Oh, you know what? We got Khalif, who's faster and who can really catch. I mean, both players can catch the ball, but he's faster. He has him right there. Right. Second player for me will be Jeffrey Simmons. Jeffrey Simmons, Big Jeff, last year didn't have a training camp. He wasn't able to play in the training camp. Came back a little bit early, showed out. Had 2 sacks, showed out a little bit in the playoffs. Got to work on his run defense. But what he's showing me in camp, he has a whole camp to work on that now.
Right.
They say he's strong. They say the Joker is strong as the ox. I seen him on the defensive tackle, what they call it, the sled.
Yes.
That Joker took that sled and he's slamming the sled. I said, okay, he's looking good. Him and Taylor Lewan going back and forth in practice. I seen a clip today. They were doing a little drill. So those are the 2 players for me. And I feel like they're going to produce this year. I just would like to see Khalif get a little bit more snaps. But we'll see how it goes. You know how it is. So
absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, man, we just want to just say again, thank you all for watching the show. Again, this is the sit down. This is an opportunity for everybody to just kind of chill. The weekend's coming through, Labor Day. Again, want to definitely, thank you to the Feed Spot, for putting us in the top 10. Titans and Truth is even on that list as well, too. So, definitely check out Titans and Truth. There's other podcasts on there as well. Some that we haven't heard from or heard about, so check that out as well. But again, hey man, we're going to continue to work hard. We're having fun doing this. And man, again, we appreciate everybody joining in, man.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And everybody also remember to like, share, subscribe to your auntie, uncle, cat, dog, bird, fish. Tell everybody. Matter of fact, we want another goal. We got to 1,000. Let's get to 1,500 subscribers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's get that goal up. Season,
Definitely.
we got a lot of good content coming in the next couple of weeks. Matter of fact,
that's right.
Good content. So people get ready, tighten up, stay safe out there, and hey, enjoy your holiday weekend as well.
That's right. That's right, man. And also as well too, man, we're also being sponsored by Nashville Stain. So if you have a deck, fences, anything wooden, whether it be even your mailbox, railing, you can reach them out at NashvilleStain@gmail.com as well. Again, we're about supporting businesses as well. So if anyone is interested in being sponsored, hey, let us know. Email us, and we'll give you a highlight here on the show. Right. So yeah, man. So to reach out to us as well is at TennesseeTitansWeekly@gmail.com. We're on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, as well on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7, folks.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
Like you say, take it away, Hawk.
Yes, sir. Well, to you and yours, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you sitting down, conversating here with us. We will see you next week on the live show on the Chop Up right before the season. You know how we do, man. That's what we going to do, folks. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We'll holler at you, folks. Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Yes, sir.